Well, Sunday evening, and I got a couple-hour window, maybe an hour and a half, 2. I am gonna go down with the tractor and see if I can finally get back into that soup space. Ola and I cleared all the limbs down there.
Let's get this fire started so I can just stand by it and be warm. And okay, and work. I gotta get to work. Get me moving.
We got all the scrub brush pulled out of there, and everything looks really good. But it was so soupy. I kept sinking in, and it wasn't too bad the day we were doing it. But then we just got more runoff and more melt and more rain. Things got saturated so bad, it was just soup down there. And I did end up getting a ditch cut in there to catch the runoff that was coming off the hill through those low seep areas and get it opened up and moving around rather than soaking in all the way through.
Look at all that mud on the excavator. You said it was right up to the cab?
Bottom of it, yeah. Bottom of the cab, over the top of the tracks. It was Soup City.
It was down here, just trying to create a draining point right here. And instead, he ended up sinking.
We're not going to be planting in here anytime soon. Not like we wanted to.
No.
We're going to have a different plan for the plants. It's been drying up and firming up quite fast lately. I really feel like it's probably okay, so I'm just going to go down with the tractor, because if I can get in there with the tractor and the blade with the tractor, then I'll just blade it. I've got the blade set in reverse. I don't want to dig the dirt and move it. I just want to knock it down like frosting a cake. I'm just trying to smooth it out, even out all the humps and tracks and wheel marks and sink ruts and all that kind of stuff. So far, so good. Hey, I couldn't be more excited. This stuff is ready. I can work this, I can get out on it. I'm not sinking nothing. It is drained and dry. Sounds like it's go time down here now. This needs to get fixed. We've got ruts from the excavator, piles here, a little bit of fencing that needs to get reworked a little here to improve and bring this back into a corner set. And then tie their buck rail in. So that's all set up and established. I'm probably going to need to refine this ditch and make sure I've got a good drainage in here. I don't think I want to leave it open ditch, but right through here is one of the seep lines that I was talking about. There's one here and one right through here through all this scrub maple. And just the way that the shape is up on their place and everything, and the way the shape of the mountain is, you can see that divot and depression there. So it just collects and it kind of runs like a filled in ditch bank or filled in creek bed. So it kind of comes through there and then it just naturally seeps through all of this ground till it hits the road. So all of this was just swamp soggy. But if we can keep a little bit of a catch point here for that to come down and exit to the road, then it won't have to saturate this corner and we'll be in good shape. I mean, I could honestly come in here with the excavator. It's that firm. I probably, you know, I might need to. What I wouldn't give for a 8-foot triple K right now. A good Kong slide triple K would be awesome in an 8-foot size. These 10 and 12 footers are just a bit big for that little tractor. But it'd sure make quick work of surface dressing this out. So it might just be better if I bring the excavator down here and just work this over real quick with that, trying to cut through. I'll use my trenching bucket that has the nice long teeth on it to rake through this and get the branches and root sections carved out of here and collected up. Pull that all up here with these couple old tree trunk and old burning pile. Pull that up here, then I can grab these few rocks out of here and bring them down here by the juniper where I'll probably just stick them in there. They're not going to necessarily form a wall, but I'll stick them in there in line to help with that step in the elevation. Then I can clean this up pretty clean with the excavator and a lot faster, so that then once that stuff's all moved and set, then I can come down here with the tractor and run the blade around it and sweep around it a few times just to butter it down. It's a lot better already. Only problem is I got too close to the fence and hooked it with the track. That's the worst thing about that. Them tracks will grab onto wire fence so fast, and I was looking the wrong direction. Kind of munched all that up. But I don't know, we all can't be 100% all the time. It's looking good. I'm done for the night. I'm gonna call it a night. I did break a hose, or I thought I broke a hose, but actually it was just a fitting come loose. And it's funny because, man, I've had those hoses on with that coupling for, I don't know, 4 years. And all of a sudden in the last 2-3 weeks, I've got 2 times that stopped me. Luckily this time it just came, the fitting came undone or came loose, and so it started leaking. Gonna put a couple of things in place for that and it'll be fixed up. But all in all, it's getting pretty flat pretty quick. There's a little bit of a fall off hump right here I kind of want to take out and bring up just a little bit and just make this a little bit less domed right here and a little bit more straight shot, especially along the fence line. I don't mind if this out here domes up a little bit, but right on the fence line I want that to be pretty flat and straight. So I'm going to take some of this hump off and bring it up here and make that a little bit flatter. Then we can go into repairing and rebuilding this section back here. When we first put this fence in, our intention was just to get it closed off and get this frontage blocked off for the range cattle that come up here and try to minimize the amount of stepping up and walking through that they do. And now that we've opened it up and we have a different kind of, I don't know, a different plan and a different vision for this space, I think there's 150 feet maybe total to the around to the driveway gate. There's a good chance I'm going to change that fencing. Guess we'll just see.